if this guy will accept my challenge. Right, yeah. It's okay. I mean, yeah, this seems like decent enough that I can keep it. Yeah, exactly. I've noted that when we've done our commentaries that chlorophylla doesn't deck thin for us, so that's the biggest problem with it. It also shuffles the deck, but I don't know how important that is in a digital game, because the randomization may not be as good. Yeah, Hex Engine is probably unnecessary. Oh, he's playing the whatever you call it deck, the mill deck. Awesome. I think I lost Bunnies versus Mill earlier today, so I'll probably lose again. The nice thing that I know is that, like, my life total doesn't matter in this matchup, so I can actually use it as a resource for this Wretched Blood which I have in hand. So it would seem that my next play is probably going to be Bucktooth Commander and Runts. Madness is a madness deck. You know, everyone laughed on the podcast about Chronic Madness being viable, and here we see it actually happening. Because he's using Chronic Madness. Chronic Madness, it's an escalation card for blood that he's milling cards into my graveyard with it. He just, well, it escalates, so like the first one is like 2 cards, and then the next one is like, it's double or something, or triple. So it was either 6 or it was 4, I can't remember, and then it doubles again, or triples, I can't remember. I have to look at the exact text. It's hard to tell because that's the biggest problem I'm seeing with cards that shuffle back into your deck. You don't get to see them once they've shuffled in. It's his second main phase and turn. Yeah, I'm kind of holding him up. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I got to look at the card ones on the stack, but I kind of just clicked through it because I knew kind of what it did, so I know that it's milling me. I don't know exactly how much right now because I can't look through my graveyard and count it up. Do I have a count of my? Apparently I don't have a graveyard count anywhere here, so. No, I'm streaming and talking to people. Sorry for the delay. Oh, I can't play my Bucktooth Commander. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I can play Runts here, and I can play my... yes. Welcome to join me in Ventrilo as well. Info is in my Twitch. I'm there as well. Yeah, I'm Aaron Squire everywhere on the internet, so if anybody's looking for me, I have a YouTube and all kinds of stuff. Attack step. Now he's gonna use my hand to cheat. Queso. It's a pretty funny character. Oh, okay, well that's nice to know. Okay, so this is probably going to be my last game, so there's no real reason to join me in Ventrilo, but you can always add my information, and so that way you can talk back and forth, and we can talk about our game as we're playing, kind of get some banter going on later on, probably this afternoon, as I got to go into work to take care of a couple of things today after this game is over. Hex has been awesome for me. It's at the I played at the convention, and as far as like the client install went slowly, and but since this morning, since they fixed some things, I guess I should have looked at the card. He's milling me some more. Since I started really playing this morning, I've had no crashes yet, so. He just milled me. I'm down to 29 cards now, so I don't know that I can push through enough damage quickly enough to get there. See, the difference is between this and, like, for instance, I compare this deck type to, like, Kithkin back in the day. Kithkin, turn 2, 3 damage. Turn 3, 5 damage. I mean, we're in turn... Yeah, I've dealt, like... I don't even know if I dealt damage. Apparently I should have swung in and I must have missed it. Here we go. Bucktooth Commander here. There we go. So yeah, it's turn 4 and I'm finally dealing damage. I should have dealt 1 point of damage, so he should actually be behind 1 point, but it's really not going to matter that much. That thing is loud no matter how low I turn down the volume. I'm sure that sound effects are kind of like on the low end as far as like what they're going to be fixing. Sorry for that sound effect being so loud for people that are listening in. That might have turned me up in their speakers because I'm kind of talking low. Wow, another Chronic Madness. This might be it right here, really. He's totally like just top decking these Chronic Madness cards every turn. Right, exactly. This is more about reporting bugs and getting the word out properly. I had, I forget who I was playing against earlier. I'm pretty sure this is game right here, isn't it? Yeah, this is game right here. Chronic Madness is probably a little bit too powerful, I'd say, given the amount of damage I can output. I have 4 turns. I'm on a 4-turn clock right now. Yeah, well, you would hope that you wouldn't. This wouldn't be the typical game. Or at least I would hope, as your opponent. Hex will be viable free to play in my opinion. So there's going to be a PvE portion of Hex where you like say you start your free account, you're going to get a free deck to start off with to play the PvE content, in which you can earn PvE cards. We're going to play this command tower to push more damage. And then Sensei, I guess, here, because I know he doesn't really have that many responses. And then attack step. He's got 3 resources up. Actually, that might have been a mistake, because he might have something to put all my stuff back in my hands. But yeah, PvP will, like, there's a price for PvP, which will be, the entry fee is $1 for most of the tournaments, is what's been said, talked right now. PvP packs will cost $2 a pack. So drafting in PvP will cost around $7. But the PvE portion is completely free, and you can use your PvP cards to play PvE content. Oh, he needed Sapphire to sweep my board state. So actually, this isn't looking that bad for me, but it's pretty close game right now. If he top decks another mill card, I'm pretty much done for. But he's a turn away from death. He got wild, yeah. So overall, there's also going to be an auction house, which is going to have some sort of in-game gold, which is not going to be tied to money, and then it may have a money system later, which is going to take a lot of work and a lot of lawyering, I would say. Yeah, it looks like I took this game, but just barely, by the skin of my teeth. No real reason to create a battle hopper. If you want to go right into a round 2, that's fine. We can try that real quick. I'm not really in any specific timeline to get into work today, but I do have some things that need to get taken care of. So just so everyone's aware again, like, you'll be able to take your PvE cards, especially things that are hard to find, and you'll be able to trade them for PvP cards, and so you should be able to get the staples on the auction house for people that don't want to do PvE, but they maybe want some PvE cards for some reason. Right, PvP is like playing any real TCG. Now they're also talking about the ability that they're going to have like a Wild West arena type thing, more casual, where you'll be able to play a tournament where it'll be anything goes. Any cards in your collection you have will go, and PvE card, and play him with the a little bit of a quicker, the mono ruby deck, a little bit more consistent, a little bit quicker, and this should give him a better feel for how well his deck goes. Oh, okay, he's going to get on my Ventrilo. Okay, I'll wait for him to get in my Ventrilo. It looks like I have to mold this hand. Actually, I might keep it. It's debatable. The one resource, but I have plays for the first 4 turns, so... No, I don't. Yeah, I have to draw again. Never mind. This I keep. Everything is... Yeah, this I definitely keep. How does the bug play? How many bugs am I seeing? Zagar? Fortune favors the bold. Yeah. I'm waiting for, right now I'm going to wait for him to get into my Ventrilo server. For Queso. Again, people are welcome to use my Ventrilo server to talk back and forth. Anyone that's, either streaming Hex or playing Hex, or if you just want to talk about Hex, you're welcome to use my Ventrilo server to talk back and forth while you're watching the streams and things like that. I think it's either a 25 or a 35 person limit. There's Queso. Hey, what's going on, Queso? You're probably going to want to mute me in Twitch so you don't get double speak.
Yeah, I muted the Twitch already.
Okay. So, looks like it's my turn. Go ahead and play my stuff. So this should be a better, tougher matchup for that deck that you're playing if you're playing the same one.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay, yeah.
I've been working out the kinks.
Yeah, and you've got the sweep in there, right?
Actually, I don't.
Okay, it's one that puts a bunch of creatures back into your opponent's hand. In fact, I was playing against.
Oh yeah, the 5 cost.
Yeah.
The 5 cost.
I played against a guy earlier, and he was playing with a card that removes all of your library from the game. or basically all the resources in your library, and he
The blood,
removed like,
the blood guy.
yeah, the blood guy, and he removed all but 10 cards, and that was actually one of the developers, I believe. That was Ben Stark, and he did that, and there's nothing left for him to draw but the mill cards. So you might try that route.
I think I remember seeing the one Corey played. He was running like a white, I mean a diamond sapphire something. He was running 3 colors.
Oh, well, that's, yeah, I don't think that was the deck that this guy was playing. Big problem with playing multiple colors right now is we don't have
Shards of Fate.
the Shards of Fate. Yeah, we don't have that right now.
It's cool. I mean I can work with Sapphire and Wild. It's just it's figuring out my curve, my mana or my cost curve.
Right. So I prefer not to lose my attacker here, so I'm actually going to burn him before combat starts.
But he has to attack.
He does have to attack. I'm going to burn your guy.
No. Oh well.
Plus, I don't want him to activate for mana in the next turn anyways. It's not like you were going to block my guy.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Go to attack step. Yeah, I'm pushing to talk on my side, yeah. So I can turn that sound off if it's getting annoying, guys. Is that annoying for people?
No.
I have a push
Wait,
to talk sound whenever I push to talk. Yeah, for people that use Vent. It seems like Vent is like a dead dinosaur these days. In fact, I won't be re-upping my contract with the server, the people that are hosting my server this time, unfortunately. Oh, I skipped my second main phase. Oh, that's too bad. Oh well. Playthrough. Yeah, TeamSpeak and Skype are the thing. The problem with Skype is it has too much overhead for me. It's too it lags. It's going to lag your gameplay, so I wouldn't suggest it personally. I'm not sure about Mumble. Mumble might be a little bit better. So far he hasn't milled me yet, so I feel like I'm in good shape here.
When the combo goes off, it's amazing.
And when it doesn't, you sit there and just take damage.
With cards I don't want. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be the thing. Like, best 2 of 3 is like what you need to play to. You can't just, like, be like, oh, I win half the time. You know, less than half the... You need to know what your percentage is before playing a deck like this competitively. Or how quickly it happens, typically. Like, you need to know, like, is it a turn 7 win for you to mill the typical player out? Or, and then what are some of the other problems you're going to run into? Yeah, the pass priority bug is, as far as I know, has been fixed as of this morning, because I have not had a problem with any of my games yet. So, as far as that, Cigar. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing, because it's detrimental to play long-term decks when it is that most of our games are ending around turn 5 and 6 because we crash.
Let's see if that one turn delay cost me the game.
Alright, I went ahead and disabled my key clicks as per the request in channel. So, you guys won't hear my key clicks when I'm clicking into Vent anymore.
know if you can get rid of the chat box
The chat box. You mean in Twitch? What are you talking about?
in Hex?
No. Once it's up, it's up. So as far as I know, there's no X on it, unfortunately. And you know what it really should be is it needs to be defaulted up and then fade when it's not in use is what needs to happen. But I'm sure chat functionality is kind of low on their priorities right now. The fact that they even included it, I'm surprised, because like if you play games that are out of their beta, like what do you call it? What's that game that I've been playing? Soulforge. Soulforge has no chat functionality. None. None whatsoever.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it so that, like, nobody's going to start, like, raging at someone else, you know? I understand. Because that's one of the other things, like, no matter what you do, whenever you're playing people, there's going to be rage involved. And, especially, like, I've had people...
2 tormentors?
Yeah, I had them in hand for quite a while, but there's no reason to play them so early, so... Yeah, that's going to get nasty. Especially when I play the rest of the cards in my hand out.
Let's see if you do.
Yeah, you're on a pretty quick clock now, so... See, I've got, what, 4, 5, 6 damage coming through next turn, so a 2-turn clock right now for you. I think this is probably going to be it for you. Ooh, Renlock. That's pretty good. That'll stabilize a little bit for you. Some madness.
So it begins.
So it begins, yeah. The madness starts. So is it double every time or is it triple?
Double.
Double. So it starts with 3, and the next time is 6, and then the next time is 12, and then 24. Yeah, and at that point you're pretty much done.
So by the fifth Chronic Madness, you should be decked out.
Right. Oh shit, so we're going to try to do some tech play here. Oh yeah, yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, how much damage is that?
This is going to be a lot. I've got actually some tech play here. I've got a little Tarmogoyf-esque tech play here, if you know what I mean. If you don't, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you after I do it. What I meant.
Let's see. Red's known for burning, so...
Right, exactly. I tried playing EVE online and it just, the learning curve on it was just too much for me. So you're going to block there, and I will burn your guy in response. And so it should be, because he has first Swift Strike, that should be enough to kill you before you get to deal damage to me. Unless you pump him, yeah, and that's fine. But it still is going to push 8 more damage through with the Unmerciful Tormentors, which I'm sure you were expecting. So that's what I'm talking about. Tarmogoyf tricks for everybody that's watching. Tarmogoyf has a lot of combat tricks when it is that you can put things in your graveyard and make him bigger than he was just a second ago, type of thing. So that's pretty much what I did with the Unmerciful Tormentors there. It's a little bit of tech play, not crazy, but...
Okay.
Yeah, and there's game
Alright,
right
so
there.
I gotta watch out for those Tormentors next time.
Yeah, I would say in general for